Welcome to Class 5 of the Fundamentals of Energy. In this class, you are going to learn shielding, something which is incredibly crucial for protecting yourself from anything negative. I could go into numerous stories about why it's a very good idea to have a shield, but I'll keep this simple as I don't want to overly complicate it. Now, shielding is quite simple. It's mainly based off your intent. As I explain it, you should create your shield as I will be guiding you through it as we go. If you need to pause the video at any moment, feel free to do so. Now, I want you to close your eyes and you're going to picture a sphere. That's the most common, but you can use a diamond, triangle, cube, hexagon, or any other shape that can completely surround you. You're going to make this shape out of a material that you believe to be indestructible or at least very strong. This can be brick, steel, titanium, a mythological fruit, etc. Anything that you perceive will be very strong. I'll give you a moment. Once you have made this, next you're going to make a core of energy that will be used to power the shield as well as do various other things. I have made this out of a shield, but you can make this out of any other shape, but I recommend that you keep this quite simple as this will not be defending things. It is just a place to power the shield from. Now, at the end of this video, I will give you a large list of things to put into the sphere, but for now, just put in the intention to give it a regenerating effect for your shield. Just focus on the sphere and say, I want my shield to have a regenerating effect. And it's that simple. Now, take your sphere and put it in to the top middle of your shield. You can put it in another place, but I often like to put it in the top middle. By doing this and having the regenerating effect, you won't have to look around for any tiny or little holes in your shield or holes that are being blocked off from your perception. And if you're worried your shield is not working so well, you can look at the core and you can often tell going by its state. If you're worried about the core being damaged, you can create a stronger area of your shield around the core in order to make sure that nothing is able to get at it. Next, you're going to create weapons or defenses around your shield, both on the inside and outside, as entities often like to try and break through the shield from the inside. These can be swords, lasers, a wall of fire, guns, saw blades, vines, whips. It's completely up to you. You can have fun with it and pick anything you so desire. With these weapons, you can add on elemental effects. You can make them acidic or poisonous, so when an entity touches them, it dissolves. You can make them freeze the entities. You can make them shoot lightning at the entities. It's up to you. You can completely have fun with it. I'll give you a moment to do that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to manifest the shield into reality. Right now it is in your mind and we're going to bring it out and make it work. First, I'll teach you my method and then I'll teach you Sean Chide's method as it may be easier for your first time creating a shield. You're going to picture the shield that you've created very strongly outside of you, completely covering you in the physical world. If you're having trouble with this or you want another way, here is another way you can do it. Picture yourself in your mind. Now, you're going to picture the shield you've created, completely surrounding yourself, sealing yourself off from the outside world, and that's it. You're now completely shielded. Congratulations. If you're having trouble with that, or, well, I'm going to give you Sean Chide's method anyway, even if that's working, and it most likely is. What you're going to do is just how when you made the energy ball, you're going to focus on the energy in your stomach. If you have no energy in your stomach, you can do the waterfall technique and bring energy into your stomach, or you can bring nature's energy up into your stomach. Either energy will work just fine. Now you're going to bring the energy out of your stomach, up through your chest, out your arms, and there you go. You're now going to create the shield around you just how you pictured the energy ball. Picture the shield you've made completely surrounding you. And there you go. Your shield is now completely materialized. Your hands may feel sore and heavy now. That is because when you did that, your hands did most of the lifting with the energy work. That is completely normal. You may feel tired. This is because you've used up energy. In later videos, I will teach you how to re-energize. But for now, I don't want you to overdo it. Do not push your limits. Listen to your body. If you're feeling tired and sore, don't keep going because you can do it. Because you're better off just practicing regularly and not overdoing it than practicing once and going, oh no, the next day your hands hurt and they're heavy. So just do not overdo it. Now you're going to want to strengthen the shield over the next few days, hopefully a bit longer than that. When you do that, you can picture the energy coming out of your hands, just how when you made it, and going into the shield to strengthen it. Or you can close your eyes and picture the shield and picture your energy going into it. What I do is I picture the core of the shield, I view it, and then I just picture my energy going directly into it with the intention to strengthen my shield overall. And that's it. That's how you strengthen a shield. Now, when using energy, I recommend your own personal energy. You can also use nature's energy, but I do not recommend you give permission to nature's energy or to any other person or energy system to change your shield. You want to keep complete control over your shield. That way you know there are no back doors in it and it's completely secure. So do not hand over your control or partial control over your shield to anyone. If anyone asks you to lower your shield, do not do it. I'll go from a personal story here. A woman once asked me to lower my shield so she could read my energy. Now I can read energy just fine through people's shields. The only reason your shield would be blocking someone from reading your energy who can read energy is because they're negative or quite corrupted. So do not lower your shield for anyone to read your energy, as even if they don't have conscious negative intention, they still will negatively affect you and your shield is protecting you from them. So listen to your shield. If somebody asks you to lower it, do not lower it, especially for them. Keep your shield up at all times. You can make the intention to allow positive things in, but nothing negative. That's how I do my shield. Positive things can come in, no negative energy. Negative entities, everything bounces off or are erased. Now, if your shield is damaged or broken, do not be discouraged. As you train, you will naturally get stronger and stronger, and the shields you create will become stronger and stronger. As you regularly practice, your overall energy capacity and flow will be better, your energy will be stronger, and you will naturally create stronger and stronger shields over time. So just keep at it and don't be discouraged. If a part of it is broken, I do not recommend you do a patch job. What I recommend you do is stretch your shield out so overall it has the same level of energy completely covering your shield. That way you will not have any weak points or weaker areas that entities can target. And that's it. That's how you create a shield. Now I will go through a large list of intentions that I've come up with to put into the core of your shield. You will just close your eyes and focus on the core of your shield. You can put energy into it while you're doing this and just say the long list I'm about to list out. I've also put it in the description if you'd rather go through it at your own pace. Do not worry about what these are for now. I don't want to overly complicate things. Just know these are all quite helpful intentions to have in your shield. So I highly recommend that you put them in there. So you will close your eyes now and you will either say them out loud or in your mind while focusing on the core of your shield. Here we go. Block negative energy. All negative entities. Cords, phasing, cloaking, transmutation, backdoors, perception blockers, neurological blockers, soul contracts, planet interference, energy interference, thought blockers, energy traps, energy draining, dreamscape entities, dream attacks, physical attacks, attack on energy, attack on trauma, attack on injuries, interacting with surroundings, interacting with belongings, implants, building implants, long-range attacks, attacks through space, overlaying your body anywhere else, black magic, curses, negative people, regenerating blockers, healing blockers, webs, tentacles, energy conversion, internal portals, external portals, surrounding portals, soul theft, and soul interference. That was class 5 of the fundamentals of energy shielding, a very crucial technique which you will hopefully practice throughout your life. This is a crucial technique and very, very fundamental. Continue to practice it. Try and always have a shield up at all times just to be safe. That's it. Thank you for watching.